plenty still to fight for in race 2. I could not begin even now to describe the relief I felt having clinched it.
We knew that we were in a position that was, going to be difficult. We were starting pretty far back. Zac had already clinched a championship for the drivers, and the team's already clinched a championship, so we were kind of in the mindset of full send with respect to our competitors. And I kind of sat with Zac there on the pre-grid and talked about, I know there's a lot on the line for me, but I want you to still enjoy the day, and if it doesn't go our way, I have no feelings about it. It is what it is, right? We're going to do our best today.
A season-long battle comes down to this, the finale for Pirelli GT4 America here at the famed Brickyard, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Our final broadcast of the season for Pirelli GT4 America. It's a blustery day. It is a cool day, overcast skies in contrast to what we've seen the last couple of days here at Indianapolis.
I start row 9. I'm around a lot of cars that I've never been around before.
Tom Hansing, who is flagged bidding an Indy 500, has the green flag in hand, and now we are racing.
I get a good jump on the start. I kept it clean, and my spidey sense kicked in on the corner of my eye, and I saw this yellow Aston Martin like do this thing.
Yes, he can, but he's vulnerable. Meanwhile, spin in the middle of the pack.
So I opened my hands and cut through the grass, and I would love to find some images on like how close we were.
Yeah. Several cars involved, as you can see, damage to a couple of them. 3 cars take to the escape right there, which will cut you through to turn 3.
I think it was very close from getting taken out of turn 1. I was ready to bail. I put myself to the outside of turn 1 just to go to the escape route, but I dove into 1 just because I felt like it was going to be clean. But car spun around. I took the lawnmower route and basically ended up in the exact same position.
Everyone able to accommodate. Just going to bottle up here though once again.
So I feel like I earned the fender and I earned the placement. I can't just teleport and disappear. But each time he's massively changed a lot of trajectories in brake zones. The tire barely held on to its bead. The 2 times I've started around him, he made pretty heavy contact with me out of turn 1, and he pushed me into the Conquest Mercedes to my left. you know, I don't know. It's like nothing past the B pillar existed for him.
Frantic first lap under green flag conditions, and it comes to a halt just like that. Safety car deployed. We do have a few cars still stuck in compromised positions down in turn number 1. That prevented him from having his full turning capacity. We got more contact here. Ooh, that was Schwest. Okay, so that's why he ended up wide. Was that with
Anderson?
Yeah.
The championship yesterday. Glad that one's done and dusted from his respect.
Correct. Silver class title to Zac Anderson this year. Back to green, going into the VP acceleration zone. This time it's Roman DeAngelis showing the way for Heart of Racing.
After all that mess, we have a full safety car situation. Goes green, Pavleto's behind me. He gets a run out of 14. You know, whatever. the Astons just drive right around you. While he was driving around me, he gave me the #1 sign all the way down the straightaway, and then in the brake zone just decided to turn into me. And I over-undered him a little bit just to, you know, see if I could get him into turn 4 up there, and he drove me off and clipped my canards, and we ended up getting a drive-through penalty for something with that car. The penalty said that I punted him off and he lost 6 positions and I caused a collision. So
he's going to be going for it. He's not just going to sit back and watch Jason Hart do his thing for a championship. Oh, this is unscheduled here.
Drive-through penalty. We've got a couple of them handed down. Drive-through here. Incident responsibility for Zac Anderson. Another drive-through penalty to Parker Thompson.
The minimum stop time is 108 seconds. There's a massively long pit lane here at Indy. Costs you 63 seconds just to drive down at the pit lane speed. So you certainly don't want to come down here more than the 1 mandatory stop. Otherwise your day is ruined.
from that point on, it was, you know, I served my drive-through. I come out of the pits in no man's land, and I'm just basically in a practice session until I have to hand the car off to JCD, and I'm just at, you know, while I'm out there, I'm gauging the distance to the next bumper, which is way up the road, but I'm just trying to reel them in and set best laps and best sectors and best inputs. And you never know, a yellow could come out and we could be right back in it. So there was no give up. It was just, yeah, it was a bad race.
Ultimately, we got a penalty, which was kind of our death sentence for a little bit of contact with that car, which lost us the ground we really needed to be in the fight. Probably a second place day for us. Really would have only moved me up one spot. Would have put me in a better spot, but still didn't really get it to where we would have been, where we needed to be. So ultimately, just not our day. We had a lot of great days through the year, and you got to take them when you get them. And I'm very proud of my team. They gave me an amazing race car today after all of the hardships we had in the last couple rounds. They really put their heads down to try to put some good parts on this car, and we saw it their late race pace, but yeah, we were down on BOP, so that's part of the game. We had good BOP in other races, and ultimately this year just came up a little short for me. And you know, hard not to wear those emotions. I'm trying hard to keep my head high. Nothing like leading 2 championships and then ending with nothing. So kind of in the regroup mode, very proud of my boys. But yeah, it hurts. So from here we take it, take it like a champ, put my tux on, watch people get some trophies tonight, and reset for next year. But very proud to be a part of this effort. Very proud to have met the people that I met this year. Very proud of the accomplishments we did achieve together. And yeah, I'm just ready for some redemption. This is my third year coming forth in this championship, and a lot of those years looked like they were going to go my way, and sometimes they just don't, whether it's in your hands or not. So not the mercy of that, and going to try my best next year and do what I can to improve. But thank you to everyone that supported and all of the people that have helped share our story, because that's been a very special part of this journey. You see one thing on the TV, and not very often do you get to see what it feels like. So very appreciative for that.
Okay. Wait, other side.
Here, let me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champion though this year in the silver class for Autotechnic Racing is Zac Anderson. Does not end up equal on points, but in very many ways this is a shared championship between these two very close friends. Zac and JCD, your champions in the silver class.
Zac, I believe it was at NOLA, you said to me, you're gonna talk to us one day. And I feel like all we did after that was talk to you. At what point in this season were you like, I can win this thing?
Oh man, I think we trusted our driver pairing to such a level of faith. Once we won at NOLA, we proved things to ourselves, and what we did at COTA, VAR, Road America, and the rest of the season speaks for itself. Just so grateful for everyone that was a part of this. John is champion with me. It is not just mine at all. Autotechnic, all the guys and girls that make Autotechnic the team that it is. We do a lot, and I'm over the moon. Thank you.
Well, racing against you guys made it worth it. Thank you. Grassroots racers, baby. Isn't that wild? It is wild, man. It's fucking crazy. Yo, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Oh my God. That's whiskey. Look at it. Very cool, man. That's what makes it worth it.
I'm just glad you're taking that home, you know. They made 2 trophies anyway.
I know. Fucking John. Give it to him.
Close, a winner of the season.
You're the man, Sparta.
A few hours ago, it's Dr. Rob Potter from Autotech Racing.
Yeah. This is going to be the most epic slow-mo. You know, the biggest thing I think a lot of racing drivers feel is relief. You know, they get this moment of relief where they've proven to all the people that never gave them a chance or whatever that like I did it. Like, and no one in that moment can take that relief away from a racing driver. There's so much pressure, and there's so much just like, you know, people, you know, unless you've done this, you don't know what it's like. It's unknowable, and even you know, big fans of the sport, like if they haven't gotten behind the wheel and raced wheel to wheel for a season and gone through the peaks and the valleys of that, and to arrive at the end on a peak after being doubted and hated on and, like, you know, whatever, cast aside, relief was what I felt, and just tons of gratitude and yeah, shed a few tears and pumped my fist in the air, and yeah, just enjoyed my lap.